Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. And today's video is very important for especially I think every person who is interested in astrology. For them, first of all, news is this that Akashji is starting his new batch of 2025 astrology. Seekers can learn astrology from him. 15th of March is the time when he's starting this batch. Course is on the screen and WhatsApp number is on the screen. Link in description box. You can contact, and in this new year you can be part of this divine journey. Most welcome. So now today's video is very important because this is a video which will tell you that in 2025 in which place, in which house you have to take most care, because Rahu's transiting. This is not a Rahu's transit video, don't confuse for that. This is for your 2025 where you should take care, because Rahu can do sudden events. So very research based video. Rahu 2025 for all 12 signs. Let's welcome Akash ji from Calgary, Canada. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akash ji.
Namaskar, Rohiji, Ram Ram. Yes, today we are going to discuss about Rahu Devta in all the 12 houses, all the 12 signs, depending on 2025. So, Rahu is making major movements in 2025. The first ever movement that it is making it's entering into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra on 17th of March 2025. If we think about Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra, and if the deity of this nakshatra, Ajay Ekapada, which I have explained a lot of times about in many ways because Saturn was here in and out this time. Here, a mystical story connecting Rahu and Ajay Ekapada. We have to understand the story behind their relationships so that we can understand how and what this 2025 transit on the 17th of March will affect every one of us. Number one, once Rahu sought to learn the secrets of immortality and liberation. It has already achieved immortality, but now it wanted liberation, that okay, how I can get into moksha. Immortal people cannot get into moksha, but he went into learn, and he thought that okay, to learn this, knowing that the knowledge he desired was guarded by Ajay Ekapada, the one who creates balance in the universe in terms of everything. And the qualities of Ajay Ekapada and Rahu match each other because of the occult and magic, black magic, occult, or any dark spiritual thing that happens between both of us. They have the same energy. Now here Rahu disguised himself as the beggar, as a beggar with very different kind of thing, and approached one-footed deity, that is Ajay Ekapada. Ajay Ekapada, seeing through Rahu's deception, he knew in the first moment only that this is Rahu. He said, but yes, if he's coming in this space, then here, there is something that he wants. Agreed to impart wisdom, but only if Rahu endured a trial by fire. He said, you have to walk on fire, you have to be in fire for these many days. And he said, I am a beggar, I don't care about all this. You just put me in fire, whatever it is, but give me knowledge. That's what he wanted. The trial required Rahu to stand in the blazing flames, shedding his attachments, desires, and illusions. As Rahu endured the fire, his worldly illusions began to melt away. He glimpsed through the true nature of existence, life and death, creation and destruction, and all as parts of singular cosmic dance. Emerging from these flames, Rahu realized that immortality lay not in the nectar he once craved, but in the wisdom of self transformation. So, he came into the Lord Vishnu Sabha, where, he took, what you say, the nectar of immortality, it's called Amrita, with false actions only. So after that, now he realized that, oh no, this was wrong behavior of mine, and I should transform myself. Being a better human is liberation. There is nothing like immortal. Rahu revealed himself, and from that day, Rahu carried this mystical insights granted by Ajay Ekapada. Though still driven by desires, he became an agent of transformation, guiding beings through chaos towards the truth. So whenever Rahu will come, there will be some kind of major ups and downs, and finally, later it will also prevail into the truth factor of the life. So Ajay Ekapada and Rahu is all about transformation in a fiery process. That means it will be difficult. It's not going to be very simple when Rahu enters into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra. It's like you standing on fire, like how Rahu was. Same way, mystical knowledge requires balance. Ajay Ekapada teaches that the pursuit of wisdom must be tempered with humility and balance. while Rahu demonstrates the danger of unchecked ambition. So ambition is okay, but balance in that ambition, or making sure that ethical approach is there, is also very important. And duality leads to wholeness. The interplay between Rahu's desire and Ajay Ekapada's detachment shows the embracing both material and spiritual aspects of life is essential of true understanding. Money is 100% important for everyone who's watching this and everyone in this world. Otherwise, you cannot function right now. Whatever you are doing right now, you may feel that it's 1 GB per day, 2 GB per day, the data is coming, but actually, if you see, every second you are paying for everything that you are using or consuming. So duality will lead to wholeness. Material is important, but not only material is important, spiritual life is also important. And the mystical path is unpredictable, very, very unpredictable. Anyone can come in any disguise in front of you. Like Rahu came as a beggar in front of Ajay Kapada. Same way, any life challenges or opportunities can come to you in part of a decoy. So both Rahu and Ajay Ekabada dwell in the realm of the unexpected and the mystical, reminding us that the journey to enlightenment is often through the unknown. So sometimes it's important to take risks. If you don't take risk, you will not get any reward. So this is the first transit of Rahu that is happening in 2025. Later, 29th of March to 18th of May 2025, Rahu and Saturn will be conjunct in Pisces. This is a very, very big conjunction. Rahu actually looks upon to Saturn, Shani Devta. He is the Ishtadev for Shani. Shani Dev is the Ishta for Rahu after Ma Durga. So he preaches Ma Durga and also follows all the principles of Saturn. It is also called that Saturn, Rahu and Ketu are the minions of Saturn. Whatever Saturn will tell them, they will be the one which will be giving you results according to that. Now, the positive things that happens when Rahu and Saturn will conjunct is the profound spiritual growth through disciplined practices. So, number one, discipline happens, and Pisces is the house or the sign of discipline and of the sign of spiritual growth. So that happens. Exceptional creativity, especially in art, music, and spiritual writing. So those who are into any kind of spiritual practices or art, music, drama, dance, whatever it is, it's going to be like what a beautiful time for you. And the ability to turn dreams and visions into reality, whatever you are thinking right now, and if you want to make it or bring it to the right platform, or you are looking for a platform, this is an exactly very, very awesome time for you to actually stop looking and start exploring that platform. And strong focus on humanitarian and mystical endeavors, absolutely. Pisces is all about ending of desires, ending of things, and here when they come together, these are the things that humanitarian wise or mystical wise, you will be very, very much interested into occult and whatnot. Now we have to also understand that Rahu is a mischievous planet. If you follow the what you say, the Greek mythology or anything to do with Odin, the god of the heavens, Odin. If you see, the son of God is Thor, that is one Indra. That is what Indra is. Thor, that means the god of lightning, and one is Loki, that is the god of mischief, and that god of mischief is none other than Rahu in other sense. Illusions and escapism. Rahu's influence in Pisces can lead to getting lost in unrealistic fantasies, while Saturn may amplify feelings of inadequacy or restriction. So, you will have that desire, but restriction will be there from 29th of March till 18th of May. On terms of that, emotional overload. The water element of Pisces may heighten emotional sensitivity, making it hard to navigate Saturn's practical demands. So, lot of emotional, resistance will be there. In practical decisions, you will not believe. Emotional decision, you will. And depending on your sign, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, wherever Rahu placement will be, you will be experiencing that kind of possibility in that special house. And struggles with faith and doubt. The combination of Rahu, sectism, and Saturn's rigid nature can create internal conflicts about spiritual beliefs, that, okay, what should I believe this and should I believe that? That is what a major thing will happen. This is just a teaser, like a small thing that we are telling you. A big video completely exactly on this with more elements will also come. So do subscribe. Rahu is entering into Aquarius on 18th of May 2025. Now, this is one of the very big event here. Rahu in Aquarius is as intriguing placement, and it resonates strongly with the Rahu's characteristics. Aquarius ruled by Saturn and co-ruled by Rahu in some interpretations, aligned with Rahu unconventional, futuristic, and boundary breaking nature. Boundary breaking nature. Now, what happens is that, listen, if you go to the Kalpurush Kundli, that means number one from where the sign starts. The 11th house is the house of gains and desires. And exactly, Rahu is all about material gains and desires. That's why this is called the Pakka house of Rahu. Here, Rahu gives very good results. But anything that comes very good also has some of kind of negative impacts. So the positive traits of Rahu entering into Aquarius is strong leadership skills in group settings, because it is a very very large scale thing in the sign of Aquarius. It's a very wide rashi. So here you will see that lot of leadership skills in group settings will come. So you will be empowered here. Exceptional problem solving abilities and unconventional thinking is going to be coming. So a lot of analytics. You will see that this is the way that how you can get out of problems. And passion for humanitarian causes and social reform. Again, 11th house is the house of social concerns. So those people who are into politics, those people who are into anything to do with always thinking about social life, and how socially you can be present. This is also what you can see. And adaptability, ability to adapt and embrace technological advancements. We are in the AI world right now. Who thought in the COVID period that AI will come, and suddenly AI is here after it, and something new is born. So adaptability, you will be able to adapt in that situations now. But there are negative traits also. When Rahu enters into Aquarius, you can become over idealistic, losing touch with practical reality. So you will be in daydreaming, some kind of illusionative area where you will see yourself in the area that where your house occupies Rahu's. And tendency to rebel for the sake of rebellion, creating unnecessary conflict. Like this, just like I will be fighting here, don't worry, I will be fighting, I will win. So this kind of assumption or as can be also seen. And also over attachment to social recognition and material rewards. You want your image to become very big during this time, that my image should be like this, and people should be looking at me like this in my career, in my house, in my partnership and whatnot. So this is what also will be happening. And also prone to sudden changes in friendships and alliances due to Rahu's unpredictable nature. This is the place wherever that house is, relationship related to that house of your life will have some kind of impact in your life. So Rahu in Aquarius on 18th of 25 is will bring you this kind of results. Now we are going to discuss about your sign and what is going to happen to you. But yeah, I'm just giving you a brief of what Rahu is doing in 2025. And then Rahu enters into Shatabhisha nakshatra on 25th of November 2025. Now Shatabhisha nakshatra is Rahu's own nakshatra. So Rahu in Shatabhisha nakshatra is powerful placement due to the alignment between Rahu's nature and the characteristics of the nakshatra. Shatabhisha, ruled by Lord Varuna. Varuna Dev is the deity of the cosmic law, water, and healing, is associated with mysteries, research, and uncovering hidden truths. Its planetary ruler is Rahu, making the placement even more significant. Key characteristics you can see of Sattvisha Nakshatra. Number one, the symbol, a circle or 100 physicians, representing healing, protection, and secrecy. When Sattvisha Nakshatra was formed, it was when Vishnuji took the Varaha avatar, and when he came out of fighting of the ocean, he fell down on earth, and Ma Lakshmi, she put her cloak, that means her her saris, what you say, cloth on Lord Vishnu, so that he does not feel lot of cold. It was very cold weather that time, it was completely ice. So she put it, and the points of that uh, of the cloak of Mahalakshmi is where the Sattvisha Nakshatra took his placement. That means to heal Lord Vishnu. It's a very very awesome amazing thing. Our Indian what you say, Indian Vedic stories and what, it's amazing, it has logic to everything. So here the deity is Varuna, the god of cosmic justice and the protector of universal laws. And the nature, Rahu aligns well with Satvisha's quality of uncovering the unseen, exploring mystical realms, and breaking traditional boundaries. In fact, the energy, known for its connection to deep healing, both physical and metaphysical, as its emphasis on introspection, discipline, and spiritual transformation. So many people will see when Rahu enters into Satvisha in this year, you will see that lot of physical transformation is happening for you in a very very mystical way. Now, Astrology for Beginners, the 8-week course is starting from 15th of March 2025. So those who are ready for this, enroll, and we will be able to now start enrolling everyone. I know many people have inquired, and now this is the time. So enroll ASAP before all the spots are done. Rohitji, any specific comment you want to do on Rahu in so many transits?
First of all, I will like to say this is not our Rahu transit video. This is purely a Rahu's uh, whole picture in 2025, either in any sign. And as you see that 2025 is year of, as per numerology, is a 9 number year. And Rahu in astrology, it is said that only controlled by Mars. So this is
Mars.
Mars. Rahu will be fully in control of, Mars. Rahu will be controlled by Mars. But Rahu is going to Aquarius also. And this is a sign which we said that Saturn and Rahu are the co-owners of this sign. So this is very beautiful placement. Now the only thing is that in which house your Rahu is going. This is a whole picture. This where everything will be impactful.
And Rohitji, before moving ahead for all the signs, Rahu is one of the best planets in Kali Yuga. Remember this. Everyone who is thinking Rahu is bad, this, that, and Rahu has troubled me. No, this is not possible at all. Rahu is a planet that gives you a lot of material gains and success. So in this Kali Yuga, Rahu is the best planet for everyone in the world. So
This is
just
Rahu's Yug, right? Said this is Rahu's Yug. Kali Yug is Kari Yug. You do and you get Kari Yug. This is not our have. I have a 1,000 year life. I will go somewhere. Then I will take birth. This will happen. You do today. In some years you will get the same thing. So this is Kari Yug, Kali Yug, Kari Yug. So this is Rahu's Yug.
And Rahu is the planet that gives you a lot of material success. So those who worship Ma Durga on a regular basis, they will always have blessings of Rahu. So the Durga Ma is the deity that is associated with Rahu. So always do Durga Vandama. Or if you want to do one small mantra, it is called Om Dam Durgaya Namaha. This is a beautiful mantra. You should do this, and Rahu will be absolutely very. Those who are going through Rahu Mahadasha Antardasha, it's absolutely very, very important for you to understand that this is a very, very important year for you. Now, Rohiji, starting from Aries ascendant, 2025 Aries Rahu. So, number one, Rahu will enter into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra on 17th of March 2025. And this is exactly your 12th house. That is the house related to spirituality, house related to anything that you do related to what you say, your, isolation, anything to do with being very, very introvert or very, very silent. This is the hidden house, by the way. But this means that when Rahu enters into this Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, the balance in the life will start happening. Especially those who are in addiction, any kind of addiction, this is the time to exactly leave such kind of addiction. So, one of a very beautiful placement of Rahu in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. In fact, this nakshatra is in Pisces right now. You know,
One thing, Akashi, I will like to add that those of our subscribers, they must understand this thing. That's Rahu in Puru Bhadrapad Nakshatra. A one detailed video on this will come just before March. This is not that video. This is just a wholesome video collection of everything. So we will brief everything, but the main discussion we will give you in that video.
yeah, we will make individual videos for all the transits, but this time everyone needs to understand and plan their 2025 accordingly, that what is happening. So the energy from 17 March to 29 March, in fact even later till 18th of May, or actually till 25th of November 2025, it's going to be Rahu in Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra only. So here you can expect that lot of balance related stuff and lot of spiritual stuff. In fact, unfortunately, those who are going through very bad difficult mahadashas, here Ajay Kapada is also the deity that is related to black magic and any kind of occult sciences. So there can also be an issue if Rahu is not very powerful in your chart, so some protection needs to be taken from you on your side. That is important. But otherwise, Rahu exactly for Aries ascendant is in the 12th house, Rohitji. And 12th house is the house of, little bit of challenge only, expenditure, anything, diseases, legal trouble, sleep, fear, enemy, everything related to that, as well as foreign lands. Now, one beautiful news for people who are thinking of going to foreign lands, here you will see that some kind of positive and atmosphere, or indications are there that foreign lands will now be working for you. So in that way, it's going to be very, very awesome. But otherwise, it's going to be a time where you need to balance your material needs with your spiritual needs. So spirituality, end of the day, remember everyone, material needs is only the time till our body has lot of effort, lot of strength. As soon as the body gives up strength, then there is only one thing that comes to your mind: God, 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 some kind of God, any God that you believe in. It will then only be there, because you cannot function otherwise. You have to only be in that. So rather than waiting for that kind of time, ac- accept God, accept spiritual nature right now only. That's what is important. But this is not all. Rahu will meet Saturn from 29th of March till 18th of May. Now, Rahu and Saturn together, and especially if you see the 10th and the 11th Lord in progression in the 12th house, this means lot of Aries ascendant people will be going to foreign countries. Lot of people will be, it's a very good placement of Saturn, by the way. Whenever Saturn is 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, it's one of the best placements. And here Saturn is finally coming to give aspects related to, its placement. It is going to aspect on the second house, on the sixth house, and on the ninth house. So that means long distance travel is seen, wealth is accumulated, as well as there is going to be growth in the workplace. But remember, Saturn, wherever it sits, it does not give you any wrong results, by the way. So in 12th house, it will give you a lot of expansion. And where it will give expansion? In things related to do with your, spiritual life. It will make you very, very devoted towards, the Almighty. So such kind of energy you can expect here. Later, the 18th of May 2025 is when Rahu will enter into Aquarius. Now, this is another very big thing. Rahu, it's Parashara in Hora Shastra. He says that Rahu's own sign is Aquarius. Why? Because of the desire. Look at this Kal Purush Kundli, number one. Look at the 11th house and 11th sign. This is the sign that is related to desire, anything that has to do with extreme gains. And what a beautiful time for all the Aries ascendant people. A lot of detailed video will come, so do subscribe so that you do not miss that time. But Rahu in Aquarius is going to be like one of the best period for your friends, for your wishes, for your hope, for anything to do with income, anything to do with gains on a very larger level. You will be able to see this. The problem of slow gains and slow business development, slow career approach, slow recognition in the society is going to end, and a lot of big things are going to come to you. It's an absolute blessing for all the Aries ascendant people. I can't even explain that powerful position. It happened almost 18 years ago when Rahu came here last time. And go back, and if you were in any state that time, understand that is what the power is coming again. So beautiful time for you. We will make a more elaborated video, but this is just to understand 2025 Rahu placement in places. And then Rahu enters into Shatabhisha nakshatra, its own nakshatra, in the sign of Aquarius only. And Shatabhisha nakshatra is a nakshatra ruled by Vayu Devta. That means, wind. And when we look at Parashara's Hora Shastra, he mentions that Rahu is wind. He stays in forest. He's horrible and dangerous. And he is the planet that is associated with material gains, not spiritual gains. Earlier in the time when all the Vedas were written, when all the Upanishads were written, when all the Shastras were written, that time material was not a very big thing. Material was supposed to be very bad. They used to look at it that, oh, material person, very bad. Someone who's in bhakti was given a lot of importance. But right now, material is important. Unless and until you have money, you will not be able to consume anything in life. And this time, Rahu here coming into the 11th house will heal all the financial problems for you, like super financial problems, super social security. Those people who are very introvert will try to become extrovert kind of personalities. So you will see a very major shift in 2025 regarding Rahu Devta, all the Aries ascendant people. Now understand this thing, that Rahu is the planet of desires, but this sign is the planet of gains. So this means that desire, how much ever big you will desire, the big you will gain. So you need to write down exactly that, okay, what do you desire? And there is one practice. Get a Bhoj Patra. There is one practice. It's a very potent it's a very potent practice. Get a Bhoj Patra and get koila, that means charcoal, and write from charcoal on the Bhoj Patra that whatever in language, whatever you want, I need this in 2025 to happen. And make it realistic goal, don't unrealistic goal. I don't want a private jet in 2025. That's a stupid goal. But I want to achieve this kind of a state which is in my capability right now, and write it down in Bhoj Patra on with a koila, that means a charcoal, and put it into the ground on a Saturday evening, or maybe put it in water. Just let it go in the water and see how it will reach and where it will reach. Or if you have possible that you have that kind of ability and power, go on a cliff and leave it in the air, let it just flow very freely wherever it goes. The more far it goes, the more your desire are coming very true. So that's how Rahu will work for you in 2025. All the best, guys, for Aries ascendant people. Beautiful time. And we will talk about all these 4 patterns of Rahu in 2025 in detail on individual videos. This is just to give you an idea about 2025 and the whereabouts of Rahu. all the best. But remember, 15th of March 2025 is when we are starting astrology for beginners, the 8-week course, which has all the detail from introduction till the 27 nakshatra. So everything will be seen in this video. In fact, medical astrology and bhavat bhavam, house from the house, like some kind of very beautiful concept of astrology. Here you have all the details, and the mode is Zoom, and astrology for beginners 8-week course will be there. So all the best and do enroll ASAP. Taurus, Rahu, Rohitji. Now, this is the sign where Rahu becomes exalted. If you see, Rahu becomes exalted in the sign of Taurus, but it is now in the 10th house. And just imagine, so it will come to the 10th house. Sorry, just imagine Rahu right now entering into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra on 17th of March 2025. And this is the time it is entering into a nakshatra which is all about balance. Ajay Ekabada only has one leg. It is about balance and two-faced approach. Here you may see that your people with two-faced approach will come in front of you, and you will be able to analyze and target them and understand, oh, these are the people that we are looking about and these we are talking about. Here Rahu in Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra in the 11th house will also make sure that any wishes, any kind of income gains that you need to acquire from a larger audience or maybe a very group setting is also going to happen. So that's also going to be one of the best things that is happening to all the Taurus ascendant people. That means big group, big big gains, big wishes are going to come true, and that will create a lot of balance in your life. Something that you're manifesting right now, that we need to achieve, this is going to happen. So it's a beautiful time. And not only that, 29th of March, the owner of the 10th house is in progression to the 11th house. That means gains through career also be seen when Rahu and Saturn are conjunct. This is just a period of discussing the last, almost 30 years for Saturn and 18 months for Rahu. That, okay, listen, what this is happening, that is happening, this happened, that happened, now we have to collectively give results. And these results are only supposed to come in the 11th house of wishes, desires, gains. So that means 100% gains are coming from professional life, and your destiny will be at super position. Only one thing, 11th house, if you see 11th house and count from the third house, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, it is ninth from the third house. So that means this is actually the house of destiny for your communication, and that is why the house of larger social circle. So you need to be making sure that what kind of communication you are making in the outer side, it does not have to be illusionative, it does not have to be corrupt, it does not have to be very intense. It has to be very balanced. That is what you need to approach here. And later, Rahu will enter into Aquarius sign on 18th of May 2025. Now, what a beautiful sign for Rahu to come to, because here Parashara in Hora Shastra says that this is the place where Rahu is very comfortable, and it actually gives one of the best results in life. So Taurus ascendant people, you are supposed to be gaining amazing in terms of fame, ability, power, dignity, rank, profession wise, business wise. We are talking about those who are in job also very good, politics also very good, those who want to take action and start something, very positive time for you. And wealth is going to be like pouring in from your career. So it's an absolute blessing for all the Taurus ascendant people this year, and it's in front of you. Nothing is made up here. You can see Aquarius, go and search Rahu in Aquarius, you will get all the results. And here you are also going to get that kind of results. So in beautiful time, Rahu will in this time only enter around 25th of November, end of the next year, enter into Shatabhisha nakshatra. Now, Sattvisha nakshatra is Rahu's own nakshatra, and here the deity ruling is Vayu Devta. So your success will be like wind; it will be going from places to places, man. Telling everyone that the fame, ability, dignity, power here, everything related to discipline, action, job, ruling power is going to be restored for you. And any healing that you require in the career area, sometimes in career area we are very bothered. Some people are not very nice and they create a problem in the growth for us. You will see that such people are going away from your life, and you're getting a lot of extreme healing during this time, and beautiful healing. Like Satvisha Nakshatra's 100 doctors, 100 healers, that kind of power you have in career area this time. So people making right choices about career, people making movement in career is going to be seen during the time when Rahu enters into Satvisha Nakshatra in 2025. Now, these are just the basic, very small details about this, but in more details, more stories, more elaborated way for every sign we will be showing. So that's why I tell you that do subscribe so that you are a part of this and you never miss the video that we are going to contribute for the whole year. Now, those who want career success, there is one very good remedy, and the remedy is that get an activated charcoal or a charcoal koila, we call coal, and get it and get a bhojpatra and write your wishes on it in the beginning of the year and put it in running water, or maybe put it into some kind of earthly element, like put it inside earth with your name and signature written on it, and you will see that things that you write will manifest for you. And this is what Rahu is all about, that charcoal and bhojpatra, the wood and charcoal coming together, going into the earthly or the water element, is where you will see your manifestations coming true. So for more details, we'll be making a video when Rahu enters into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra, how to do this remedy and make most of it. So do subscribe. And 15th of March 2025 onwards, we'll be starting astrology for beginners, the 8-week course that is going to be very very in depth in astrology, trying to learn. It's beginner course, but it's actually the beginners also feel that, oh my god, it's very hard to understand astrology and it's a difficult subject. So if anyone wants to make the best of this, they can contact below on the WhatsApp link that is description given in the description. So all the best. Rohit, Gemini. On a very very nice scale, Gemini is one of the most awesome, perfect, wonderful ascendants for intelligence. Now here Rahu is a very important planet, because Rahu considers Gemini as its own sign, even Virgo as its own sign. Sometimes it thinks that it is the own sign where I can feel very comfortable. So it has very good tuning with Mercury. Now, here it enters into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra on 17th of March 2025, exactly in the 10th house of the career. And here, what does this mean? This means that now it is a time to explore big things, especially things related to long, what you say, some big desires that you are thinking that, okay, this is what I desire in my work area. This is what the fame and my ability is this big, and I want to achieve that big, is what is supposed to come around March, end of March, for all the Gemini ascendant people. There is going to be this placement also determines that the Parashara law, Rahu jiske 10 mein dunya uske bas mein, that means those who have Rahu in the 10th house, and especially in the sign of Pisces, in going into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra of Ajay Ekapada, which is exactly imical, like exactly what is akin to Rahu, like it is exactly what Rahu is. That means balance, desire, material. But only Ajay Kapada says that material desire is not only what we require. We require a lot of spiritual desires as well. So here in the work area, if you are in power, you will see that empathy will come to you in very multiple folds, and you will be very empathetic and doing very great in that area. So that is absolutely wonderful for you. Later, Saturn, Shani Devta, will be transiting on 29th of March, and 29th of March till 18th of May, Rahu and Saturn's energy will come to the 10th house. That means all the research that you have done in the past, all the good luck that you were supposed to receive, now you will receive. Rahu's swift behavior and Saturn's slowness will give you a very balanced approach in your work, in everything related to do with your career, in everything related to do with discipline, in everything related to do with power and rank that you are supposed to achieve during this time. So a lot of achievement is coming between 29th of March till 18th of May, and absolutely on the higher side only, you will be seeing that your career has become like superb, like any business, anything that you own, may it be any kind of factories, may it be any kind of work, may it be any kind of employment, whatever it is going to be running at the peak level of existence. So it is going to be very amazing, very very powerful placement of these planets. Rahu, on the other hand, will enter into Aquarius on 18th of May 2025. Now, this is a period when, if you look at Rahu Devta coming to the 9th house of devotion, luck. Luck, remember, luck and Rahu, material luck is starting. Very very nice. Luck from father is starting. Father's advice is going to be very very awesome for you. This is the time that your religious approach, your behavior towards religion will completely change. Either you will get into very fanatic approach or very very dedicated spiritual approach. There can be also possible that Rahu, being a very heroic personality, you will start seeing that in your area related to your religion and belief, you will start debating with other people and try to impose your thoughts and process on other people. So which is what you should avoid during this time. But otherwise, if Rahu comes to the Bhagyastan in its own sign, and Bhagyastan is ruled by the side of Rahu, just imagine what kind of Bhagya is coming to you. Like, it's super, like amazing, beautiful, and more elaborated video will be made. So do subscribe so that you do not miss this video when we are making it. Here, on the other hand, Rahu will enter into Satabhisha nakshatra also. This means that those people who are affected and those who were not able to do higher education, those who were not able to do get into, relationship with father is happening good or whatnot. Here you will see that Satabhisha nakshatra is going to make sure that a lot of healing happens in the ninth area, especially related to your luck, your father, anything to do with gurus in your life. Some healing, some more enlightenment is coming for all the Gemini ascendant people in 2025. It's one of the most beautiful times that you will see, and one of the most beautiful that you'll experience with Rahu's transit, because out of all, Rahu is supposed to be a benefic planet this time for all the Gemini ascendant people. Ruiji, what do you think? Is Rahu going to do anything more special, if you have any idea?
Akashji?
Yes. I'm saying, if you have any idea about Rahu doing any Rahuji, I'm saying Rahuji doing any kind of good things here. Can you elaborate more on in the ninth house?
Actually, I was listening to your this Rahu Saturn conjunction also in 10th house. Uh, First, I will like to know because I was analyzing when 8th house Lord, if will go to 10th house, will it bring hurdles, obstacles to the profession of this person also?
So, Rohit, we have to understand the Mool Trikon sign of Saturn. Saturn rules two signs, hai na? But the Mool Trikon sign and where it was right now, it has no connection with Capricorn right now. It had connection with Aquarius, which is the Mool Trikon sign, that sign where it gives prosperity. And because the ninth house Lord has gone to the 10th house, that means it is in ascending order, it is going to in progression. It will give very big results related to career, and especially those people who are feeling lot of loss in career, problems in career, they will start seeing advanced results. That is, suddenly their power is increasing, the discipline has increased, and they are now at the right judgment kind of position. So that's going to be very good for them, not bad.
So Gemini also, I think people those who are doing this year maximum long journeys as Rahu is coming in the ninth house. So they are the people who can shift from one belief to other belief also. They are
One
believing
language to another language also, Rohitji. So they can be
like
learning more languages. They can be exploring more continents with other different languages, different cultures. That is what Rahu is all about in the ninth house. It can explore you, make you to explore different religions. Many people who are from the Islamic religion will explore Hinduism. Many people from the Christianity will explore Islam. So such kind of chain will be created. It's not like disrespecting any other religion, but it's trying to explore that, what does they say, what does our principles say, what are their principles, and then coming to a combined cosmic principle is what will happen here for Gemini ascendant people, Roichi.
definitely this is a one of the I think only video because yesterday I was searching there is no such video which is giving such a prospect such a deep view in Rahu's going here and there in whole 2025. Everybody will make video about Rahu in Aquarius, Rahu Saturn. Yes, these videos will come, we will also put this video with detail, but Rahu in whole in 2025, this is I think a great effect.
Roichi, it's not about Rahu only. It is about the planet of Kala Yuga, the planet of real reality right now. Right now, if you're looking at planet transit, Rahu transit is a very big deal for everyone, because every day, everything that is happening in the material world, people are becoming greedy and greedy. People want more and more money. People want more and more success. People want more and more name and fame. And that only Rahu is the ability to give that, no one else. And it's not bad. Becoming greedy is not bad. Becoming greedy over other people's corpse, that means दूसरों की लाश के ऊपर, the other people's dead body, you stand and you say I'm victorious, that is stupidity. But when it is competitive, it is very good. Why not?
So this is also time for Gemini people, I think, to have a sudden results in their bhagya, in their fortunes, because Rahu gives sudden things. So suddenly up, suddenly down. This according to their natal chart placements and
But
Mahadasha.
absolutely, Ruiji, it's going to be more up only, because Rahu is in its own sign. So it is going to be up and up and up only for them. So those who have invested in speculative gains, they will see that what they have done right now, they will get such big benefit that I can't even explain you, Rohit.
And those who are going to Rahu Dasha, Antardasha, then this is
Oh, superb. And those who are entering into Rahu Mahadasha, one of the best period for them,
Akash ji is
including
one
me.
of them.
I'm entering into Rahu Mahadasha next year, yeah. And Sari Sati also, Rohit, don't forget that.
Double bonanza.
But 15th of March 2025 onwards, we are starting Astrology for Beginners, the 8-week course. All the details are on the Zoom link here, and those who want to join. And I will see you on the other side. All the best. Samantha will be helping you with the modules for this and all the details regarding to the class. All the best, guys. And I will make sure that this class is only $15 per class. It's a very, very cheap class. 16 classes, $15 per class. So, I don't think so anyone would give you this kind of value in I'm not boasting myself, but I should be proud of my Rohiji knows how I teach and how things happen. It's live one-on-one sessions as well. 2025 Cancer, Karka Rashi, Rahu. What is it going to be? So now, in the beginning of the year, 17th of March approaches and Rahu will enter into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra, especially in the ninth house for you. Ninth house is luck, devotion, anything to do with, your religion, your philosophy, your luck, your gurus, your deities, anything to do with the spiritual bliss of the current life. K.N. Rao sir always said, ninth house is not Purva Punya, it is Punya of this lifetime. So it is the lifetime Punya right now, what you're achieving, what you're gaining. That's why it's called Bhagyastan. Whatever you do, your destiny will give you that results. Now, here what happens. Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra is Nakshatra ruled by Aja Ekapad. In the beginning of the video, I've discussed everything. So go there and you can see about all the details of all these transits. Now, what happens is that Aja Ekapada is the lord of occult also, of religion also, of devotion also, of lot of opinion. It is a lot of opinion also. So here you may have opinion in such kind of areas, but a balance need to be maintained here, and especially a balance in respect needs to be maintained. So many people in 2025 will have to first focus on the detail related to your belief system, and especially believing in your gurus, in your mentors, in your teachers, in your father, and bringing that balance to the universe is required. You cannot neglect every teaching that you're getting from the universe. You have to acknowledge. That's what is the number one requirement when Rahu enters into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra. But it's the nakshatra that will actually bring your life from imbalance to balance. So a great time for all the Cancer ascendant people. Then Shani Devta, Saturn will come into a conjunction with Rahu from 29th of March till 18th of May. Now this is a very, very big conjunction. It's not like it's very small. Look at the sign. The Lord of the seventh and the eighth house, anything to do with partner and gains from partnership is coming to the ninth house with Rahu in the conjunction. And Rahu here is the planet that is getting conjunct with Saturn, who's the mentor, the guru for Rahu. So it is happening in the same house related to Guru. So suddenly, very big transformation related to your religious special beliefs is going to happen. There can be also travel related to research based projects. There can be sudden travel that can be happening for all the Cancer ascendant people also to a long distance place, either in different culture, religion, color, space, landscape. Such kind of things can happen. On the other hand, your destiny is at very, very much peak. Now, finally, Rahu comes to the eighth house of transformation, eighth house of diseases, journey, enemies, sorrow, bad habits, fear, sin, so many things. And here, Rahu is in one of the best placement. Whenever Rahu will be in the sixth house, eighth house, and 12th house, Rahu will give you favorable results. Those who already have Rahu here on this sign, they will also see that suddenly very big windfall is coming for them. Windfall of gains, windfall of ending of troubles, diseases, journeys that you are supposed to take, and you are supposed to be thinking about taking journeys. You will see that now journeys are very, very much what you say, it is now possible. Now possibility of journeys is there. Rahu, on the other hand, will also make sure that the sorrow and the bad habits can go away. But because the eighth house is house of extreme occult sciences, here Cancer people may get involved into a lot of occult practices, which can create a little bit of problem in their, or trouble in their mind, that okay, occult practices, some kind of only running after astrologers, numerologists, palmists, and trying to learn this also. Learning is very good, but don't run and don't waste your money here. That is what I would suggest. And later, Rahu will enter into Shatabhisha nakshatra, the nakshatra exactly ruled by Rahu. And the Lord, the deity of this nakshatra is Varuna Devta. Any waterborne disease that you're going through, jaundice, typhoid, any waterborne disease that is happening in your body, you will see that you get a complete relief from that. Because in Shatabhisha nakshatra, it's all about healing. So a lot of healing is coming. In fact, those people, this is the time for Cancer ascendant. Those people who want to get into Vastu, get into occult, astrology, numerology, feng shui, pranic healing meditation, one of the best period to transform your completely life into becoming something very, very awesome. One of the most beautiful placements of Rahu this year for Cancer ascendant, like it's 9,000, 8,000, 9,000 also, where Rahu is going to be conjunct with Saturn, very good house. And here it goes to the house that is its own co-ownership, that is the Aquarius sign. It will give you great results here. Gains from inheritance, gains from partnership, gains from in-laws is also seen. Suddenly some gains is coming. Let's hope for the best. My wife Roiji is Cancer ascendant. I told her that you're in fun. I told her Rahu is coming to the eighth house for you. Maybe I die in a plane crash and you get all the inheritance money from my insurance. So and
Now,
today only I took a
now,
$1 million insurance. I took
now
today.
I will now I will ensure this with Zenny that for next 1.5 year you not travel to any air travel.
Oh,
You
my
not
sari
going.
sati starting. Anything can happen, Roji. Maybe this is my
No, no,
last
no,
two and a
no,
half
no,
years on Earth. You never
no,
know.
no. Please.
चलो देखते हैं. My eighth house साढ़े सात ही starting, so not even anywhere else. Anything can happen with longevity, man. You never know.
But you're already in eighth house profession occult. Maybe you can do some research in this 2.5 year, which still nobody did this thing.
देखते हैं. अगर जिए तो करेंगे.
जिएंगे.
जी. 15th March 2025 is when I'm starting astrology for beginners. Still that time I'm alive. 8-week course starting on weekends 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So it will be almost 8:38 no 7:30 p.m. in India and 8:30 p.m. 8 9 10 I don't know whatever it is, just figure out. 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Astrology for beginners, the 8-week course. It is going to be 16 classes, almost 2.5 hours each, and we'll be discussing about in-depth astrology, about remedies, this, that, placements, nakshatras. I would suggest those people who have very less knowledge of astrology should come here. Those people have lot of knowledge will ask all the advanced questions, and there will be dispute in the class. So it is better those who are just wanting to learn come here. The course is just I think $15 per class. So that's how the course is. It's a very affordable one. So all the best. 2025 Leo Rahu. So we have reached to Leo. In for Leo right now, Rahu will is in the eighth house and it will enter into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra on 17th of March 2025. The nakshatra that is ruled by Ajay Ekapada. It is a very important placement of Rahu, by the way, Rohitji. If you look at this Rahu in the eighth house, it is a very great placement of Rahu. Someone who has magical powers will have Rahu in the eighth house here. Someone who has beautiful eyes will have Rahu in the eighth house here. Someone who has charismatic personality, in fact, putting a spell on you and taking you completely in their vasha, that means in their command, is what Rahu happens when it is in the eighth house. Here, entering into Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra is a nakshatra exactly of balance and transformation. So now this is the time that you have to maintain a very big balance. What is the eighth house? It is related to any journeys, any in-laws, anything to do with fear, sin. In all these areas, you have to be very balanced. You cannot get fear with small things in life. You have to now come, around this fear and try to become more powerful. Try to become more accepting. Try to transform yourself into, your phobia should end and a new belief system of non-phobiatic belief system should start. Inheritance wise, if you're expecting some kind of inheritance, you will see that beautiful inheritance kind of qualities or beautiful inheritance kind of news will come to you either from your in-laws, from your partner. There can also be major gains here through insurance or through finance, through investments. That is also coming here. So it's an absolute blessing time for all the Leo ascendant people, monetary wise, like material wise. But some kind of bad news related to your family members can also come because eighth house is a house of bad news also. So very careful about this. And then Saturn comes here. Rahu and Saturn, they conjunct each other 29th of March till 18th of May in the 8th house. Now, Saturn here makes a Vipreet Rajyog. That means it will try to give you trouble but also give you gains from it. Rahu, on the other hand, is very blessed to meet the Guru, that Saturn in the 8th house. So, those people who are practicing occult sciences, research will go into a lot of depth and there can be some very major breakthrough that you can see in the world. Somehow, I'm sorry to say, but whenever Saturn will enter into mean Rashi, there is going to be major events happening in the world, especially like new epidemics, new problems related to war and whatnot, which is all already going on, but it can aggravate now. That's what can happen for those countries having Leo ascendant or Leo rising. Can This will be the problem for you guys. But otherwise, here transformative wise, very nice. Occult science wise, very nice. Hidden gains, very nice. Money from insurance, money from investments, money from financial. Those who are in financial domain, like super time for them. 18th of May, Rahu Devta will enter into the seventh house, into its own sign. This is the house of sexual organs, your urine, eating habits, spouse, marriage, partnership, business partnership, anything to do with court cases or victory, anything to do with judgment from court, life partner traits, divorce, happiness, joy, separation, everything is related to the seventh house. And Rahu here, being the planet that actually is sitting in the own sign of the seventh house, will make all the aspects positive suddenly for you. If you're going through a divorce, suddenly there will be some kind of transformation and you will come back and say, no, I don't want divorce. If you're going through some separation, no, sorry, let's reconcile. There is going to be possibility of you achieving some major success in creativity or major success through partnerships is going to be seen. Though those people who have enrolled into partnership here for a long time and things were not working, 2025 will suddenly, exactly as soon as Rahu enters into Aquarius, there'll be a graph completely very big where you will see that your partnership has become like crazily successful for you. This we are talking in very tip of the iceberg. We are going to go into a lot of detail when we are discussing about 2025 Rahu only transit into Aquarius with all the stories and all the pointers here. This is just to give you a brief example or motivation about how 2025 is going to be turning to be in a very auspicious way for you. Seventh house is the house that is related to your partnership. So illusion in partnership also. So negative aspect here is that some kind of illusion that maybe you will feel that your partner is cheating on you, your partner is with someone else, and little bit distance happened because of their success will also be seen. So just ignore such things because nothing such things exist. It is just in your mind that is coming. On the other hand, Rahu will enter into Shatabhisha nakshatra on 25th of November. So this is a time of healing related to all the relationships that are business related, that are partnerships. A lot of healing you will see in these areas. Those people who are waiting for victory in court cases, those people who are waiting for their justice to come to action. This is the time that your justice will come to action. So victory over enemies also will be seen here. And it's a very, very awesome time for all the Leo ascendant people. Not only this, 15th of March 2025 onwards, we are starting the astrology for beginners. I would suggest and request only beginners come because every class is just $15. So it's like $251 for all the whole class. So here I would request only beginners to come so that you can enjoy and learn from basics. People have to come here and unlearn a lot of things. Do you think you can interpret with, oh, Rahu in the fourth house? How will you interpret? No. You have to go into all the dead. Fourth house ruler, where it is, Rahu has been aspected by someone, there is some conjunction. What nakshatra Rahu is sitting? What is the transit happening? What is the Mahadasha Antardasha for you right now? Where is Rahu in transit? So you have to go through so many layers to just come to one reason about what you will say next. So remember, astrology for beginners course is that tool where you will from zero knowledge you will come to 100% knowledge about astrology. So all the best, guys. Have a great time, and I look forward to people who are willing to join. And if there is a payment plan also. Last time, what happened, many people said that, oh, we cannot pay this at once and this that not. So there are 3 installments, so you can come into the class, learn the class, and then understand if you want to go ahead or no. But till the time of 5th class, 100% refund is also there. So many things you in one simple thing I'm putting it for you because I want people to really learn this. But everything comes with a value, so nothing can be free. Virgo 2025, Rohitji. So when we enter into Virgo, Rohitji, Rahu enters into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra on 17th of March 2025. It is already in the 7th house, but now this is the time to balance the partnership and the relationships for you. A balance in relationship and partnership is to be seen mostly related to those people who are very much going through troublesome time in business partnership. You will see that completely you have to sacrifice a lot of things and accumulate or move forward in terms of what you say sacrifice, like sacrifice and move forward to adjust is going to be coming. But this is not all. Ajay Ekapada is a very transformative planet. So suddenly in your relationship, in your love life, also big transformations can come. From hatred to love, from love to hatred can also come. So depending on your dasha, antardasha, pratyantar dasha, nakshatra, placement, Rahu in the natal chart, and so many different 7 layer approach, we will be able to understand that what is exactly happening with all the Rahu people. Here, if you see 29th of March till 18th of May, will Rahu and Saturn, Shani Devta, will be meeting each other in the seventh house, and where Shani Devta will guide Rahu because he's supposed to be entering into the sign of Aquarius very soon on 18th of May. That how he wants to approach the sixth house, and one of the most beautiful things that is happening is the conjunction of Saturn and Rahu here. If you look at this placement of this chart, its fifth house lord has gone to the seventh house. Many people who have been waiting for a very long time for justice, for marriage, for education, foreign education, in fact buying a property also, will see that great things have started for them in manifesting, finally things happening for the right reason. Roji, later, Rahu will enter into Aquarius on 18th of May 2025. Now, this is the time Rahu comes to the sixth house, own sign. Sixth house is very, very beautiful placement for Rahu. Here, this is the house of diseases, enemy, any debts, any disputes, any injury, your workplace, any fighting that you do, your maternal family is what is seen from the sixth house. You will see a really very big growth in your, in your income. Absolutely. Those who are thinking about foreign country, you should be very much blessed right now that foreign country will happen. And especially because Rahu is coming to this house, this enemies, no one will be able to stand in front of you. Biggest to biggest problem that you are getting in getting a debt or, getting loans and stuff, you will see that it has solved now. You will start getting loans. No enemy will be able to face you. There will be also very big thing that will be related to workplace, and workplace politics will completely end and you will be a winner here. Rohiji, do you have any insight over this Rahu in the sixth house? Because you are an expert here in Rahu in the sixth house.
Rahu in sixth house is definitely people say that Rahu in sixth house can win over all enemies, all court cases, all diseases, and everything. And somehow Rahu have no aspects, but it is also connected with foreign lands due to it just opposite to the 12th house. So yes, Rahu in 3, 6, 11 always considered as good, but everything is the strength of your Rahu, aspect on the Rahu, condition of your sixth house. So many things we need to see here.
Rohiji, this is one thing, but end of the day, if you see 25th of November, Rahu is entering into Shatabhisha nakshatra. Those people who are facing lot of problems related to health will completely start healing. On top of that, there is one good reason. Those who are in medical field will prosper now. Those who are entering into medical field, this is the time that any exam that you give, you will be doing absolutely wonderful. And medical, healing, service industry, government jobs is what you will be able to see during this time. So it's a beautiful, beautiful time, Rohiji, for all the Virgo ascendant people here. It's one of the best placement for Rahu in 2025. I'm so jealous sometimes that when this kind of things happen, I wish that why it is not happening with me. So that's what it is. But otherwise, other than that, 15th of March 2025 onwards, we are doing astrology for beginners, the 8-week course, and especially on weekends only. That means every Saturday and Sunday. The course fees is just $15 per class, which is if we are in Canada, if I don't charge this much, then how will I pay tax? So that is one thing. And there is payment plan also for people who want to play in 1 or 2, 3 installments. All the best for all the people who are enrolling. And I know Rohiji, as last time only, when I started this in 3 or 4 videos, it was full, like all the full, like completely, there was no space. So all the best guys who are getting space, there are limited spots only because I take 30, 35 only one class. This time it was 40, but many people were given out of, scholarships also in this. So scholarship also is there. Those who are, depending on if you qualify, scholarships are also there, that if you know everything about astrology, come here to learn more advanced level and something basic, some things to clear things, clear concepts. All the best. Take care. 2025 Libra. For Libra ascendant people, Rahu is in the sixth house, Rohit right now, and they have always been winning in enemies and stuff like that. But there was a little bit of disturbance in the workplace that can be due to a little bit of interference of people with power, people with lot of mischievousness, lot of illusions. Now what happens is here that Rahu enters into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra, the nakshatra ruled by Ajay Ekapada. In the beginning of the video, I have given all the details about it. But here, those who are entering into this nakshatra, understand, those who have this placement, your enemies now not will not be able to dare to even come in front of you. Your workplace will be completely, what you say, pest free. All the pest will go away from your life. There is also possibility that if you're facing any legal troubles, you may feel that now it is solving for you. In fact, this is also okay. There is also going to be positive results in terms of all the health area for you. Like health is also going to become very, very good for you. So it's one of the best placements of Rahu. And it was not all, but then Saturn enters into 29th of March to 18th of May 2025. Shani Devta, Saturn will enter into the sixth house here. Now remember, if we talk about only sixth house and Saturn, Rahu and Saturn both are malefics, and in 6 and 8 and 12 they give one of the best results. So foreign travel, those who have been waiting, those who are thinking that things were very slow, now it will suddenly pick up. And especially those people who are in law and order, those people in police, those people in cyber security, those people in anything to do with security, anywhere where it's security, they will see a major growth in their life. Lawyers will see major growth. Those who are in government, business, and job will see major growth in their life. So, an absolute blessing, beautiful time. In fact, this is the time that some kind of disease can come on the surface. That means if you even have cancer, it will come on the surface and you will be able to identify it before it becomes very bad. And that's why this is called a blessing placement of Saturn, because from here the third aspect goes on the eighth house of Saturn, and this means longevity will be increased for all the people of Libra ascendant. So Libra ascendant people, health wise, your beautiful time is coming, you recovering a lot of things. Those who are expecting competitions, those who are expecting exams, oh, you cannot fail this time, this year. You are supposed to win. It actually, the layer also depends on your dasha, antardasha, pratyantar dasha, and your transits otherwise. But this is an absolute placement of 100% victory. So victory is coming to you. And then Rohiji, Rahu will enter into Aquarius on 18th of May 2025. Now, what beautiful than Rahu entering into the fifth house of speculative gain, children, love affair. Yes, it can create little bit of illusion in love affair. It can create little bit of illusion in speculative gains. But remember, number one, this is the own house of Rahu, own placement of Rahu, own sign. And someone, if you go to your own house, will you destroy the house? Never ever. You will make sure that how your house prospers. That is what you will work on. And this is what Rahu is also going to work on during this time for Libra ascendant people. Roji, what do you think? In fifth house, any kind of speculative gains then in children, in love, in education, in skill development, in startups. What do you think, Rohiji? How it's going to be?
I think Rahu's fifth house placement is very tricky placement, and those who have a good fifth house, those who have a strong fifth house, definitely they can go, they can do very well in speculation, especially in share market and all these things.
Stock
And
markets,
those
yes.
who are those who are thinking that I need to go for higher education abroad now, foreign planet is coming here in the education's house, so this is also possible. Those who are in this age group, they can go. Those who are want to send their students, their kids, they can go as a student for a higher education also. And startups are definitely related to IT and all these things will suddenly go.
Especially this is the time related to startups. Many startups will happen. Many IT companies, those who have already done startup, will get funding. This is another beautiful thing, that funding will come. Mahalakshmi Stan, this is the period when Mahalakshmi will be happy. Those who will preach to Durga Mata during this time, amazing time for you. There is another thing that I figured out, that on a Bhojpatra, that means the tree bark, if you write from charcoal and put it into running water or put it into the ground, you'll manifest whatever you are dreaming. So you will see a very beautiful thing, this Rahu in this house. And not only this, Rohiji, if the children of the people, of the natives of this sign, Libra, are going through a little bit of challenge, Shatabhisha nakshatra is when Rahu enters on 25th of November. They will see a big healing possibility in their life. In children, everything related to education, healing in education, that means suddenly their education life will become very good. There is also possibility that love life, if that is going through a disastrous time in 2025, that will also become very very beautiful for you. So in an overall sense, one of the most awesome placements of Rahu for all the Libra ascendant people. And that's not all. 2025 yearly horoscope also is right now going on, and also the course have been announced for 15th of March 2025. So that means those who are enrolling, those who are wanting to get this yearly horoscope also done. Such a nice photo of mine, Rohitji, when I'm wearing this kurta, and I like it. As I am looking like Pandit ji. Some people message Rohiji on Samantha tells me that someone messaged that when is Panditji available? So she teases me, Panditji, are you available today? So remember, I'm not Panditji, okay? Panditji is a priest. I'm an astrologer. It's more related to research, not related to rituals. So I'm not a ritual guy, I'm a research guy. So don't call me Panditji. But yeah. Otherwise, 25 yearly horoscope is also going on. So you can book online on eastchat.ca, or there's a WhatsApp link in the description for appointments. So think what you want to do. Here, Rohitji, Scorpio is here, and Rahu Devta for 2025 Scorpio is going to be very fascinating. Number one, on 17th of March 2025, it is going to enter into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra in the fourth house. That is especially the nakshatra of Agya Ekapada. One challenge that we see here is, to maintain a very big balance between work and life. In the beginning of the video, in this video, beginning of the video, if you go there, you will see the exact research on these four transits and what are the reasons, what are the backstory behind it. So you will get more idea. Whenever Rahu goes to Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, it is time of Rahu to learn. It is a time of Rahu to for his inner things to reveal. Now here, lot of things related to family will be revealed. Lot of things where balance is required, where you need to make sure that you are also wrong and you need to put your foot down. This is not a small thing. Foot down. You will see that you will be putting foot down and saying that, okay, you know what, I am wrong here. Let me just suffer through all the consequences, or maybe transform myself into now believing whatever you are think is right. Health of mother, anything to do with real estate, everything will see a lot of growth here. Purva Bhadrapada is the nakshatra of growth as well. So a lot of growth is happening. Uh, lot of clarity comes after lot of darkness. This is what can be seen here for all the Scorpio ascendant people. From 17th of March, 29th of March, Saturn will come and meet Rahu in the fifth house. Saturn is the fourth house lord coming to the fifth house. Gains through real estate, gains through home, gains through mother. Yes, Rohiji, you're saying something?
Actually, I want to say that Saturn here, though in house fifth house, and fifth house also is house of sun. So, do you think this will be some impact when Saturn Rahu here in the house of
So,
sun, as in
fifth
according to
house is
Lal
not in
Sahab?
house of fifth house, not in house of sun, but the karaka of the significator of the fifth house is sun and Jupiter both together, because it is related to expansion and education. So no, Rohitji, because see, the influence of Jupiter is always there on this house because it is ruled by Pisces sign. But Sun is not going to make any influence here unless and until it comes into transit here, or unless and until it will go into the 11th house and put an aspect here. So no, it is not going to put an impact right now. Here, if you see, the impact will be on education. The impact will be on gains through mother. The impact will be on skill development. When Rahu and Saturn are together, this place will become little slow. But that slow is not that slow of how do I say that slow of feeling detached or helpless. That slow is slow of that attack. Before the tiger attacks, it becomes very slow and calm. That is exactly the slow that is happening. And as soon as Rahu will enter into Aquarius on 18th of May 2025, real estate, your home, family, mother, every life, everything changes for you, like in a very beautiful way. Absolutely anything to do with family dynamics, roots, culture, home values, everything is going to be get aligned. Especially Rahu is an unorthodox planet, so here you can have a little bit of unorthodox approach, but on the other hand, it is sitting in the own house here. This is the house that is related to inner peace, social security. You will see that suddenly your career, everything is like a career, because Ketu is also going to transit into the 10th house, which we'll make a different video. But everything related to career, everything related to power that you're trying to achieve, everything that you are trying to have control over, home and career, both areas, will happen now here when Rahu enters into Aquarius on 18th of May. And that's not all. Sometimes, even if you're going through one of the bad times, especially related to health, what is the fourth house? The heart, chest, lungs, anything to do with bronchitis, chest, breast cancers, or heart attacks, and everything is related to the fourth house. And the lord sitting in the fourth house, a lot of the fourth house, or the planet sitting in the fourth house, is this time you will see an absolute impact on these areas. And when Rahu enters into Shatabhisha nakshatra on 25th of November 2025, healing process will start for all the places: lungs, chest, heart, emotional security, social security, healing to mother, healing, in fact, lot of renovations in your home house area. Lot of things are coming, but everything super positive. One negative aspect of Rahu in Kendra is that it makes people very ambitious. So sometimes you even don't even think about your family life, don't even think about your mother, your parents. You're just ambitious. You say that I don't care. I just want to go ahead and just do this, whatever possible. So this is where we should be little bit of conservative and avoid such things. Otherwise, such a beautiful transit of Rahu, and this is just a teaser of what is happening in 2025. We're going to make elaborative video, like every transit into very details, with aspects, with interdependence, with other planets transiting that time. So it's going to be very detailed. But 15th of March 2025 is when astrology for beginners, the 8-week course, will start. It's weekend 8 a.m. and Mountain Standard Time. So immediately enroll, because in the 3 or 4 videos, if I promote this, then the whole batch will be complete, and then you will say, oh, I did not get this, I did not get this, I want to join this. It is $15 per class. That is the fees for this, and the it is 16 classes altogether. So all the best. Moving on to Sagittarius, Dhanu Lagna. Rahu will enter into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra on 17th of March 2025. It is already in the third house. That means in the fourth house. That means everything related to your family life, your culture, everything to do with your home, motherly behavior. Those many people, congratulations for Sagittarius, because you must have bought a house right now, or maybe moving to a new house, even on rental basis. Congratulations to you, because at least you have achieved something to go somewhere. So it's a very positive thing. Those who are facing health problems, especially related to heart, chest, breast, unfortunately it was a very difficult time for you, I know, because of Rahu in this placement in Kendra. And those who are people facing problem with dispute, or some kind of cheating in property, as well as some kind of fixed assets, can also be seen during this time. But now entering into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra, none of your enemies will be able to stand in front of you, because both the lord of this nakshatra, Ajay Kapada, and Rahu are aggressive planets. Now this is that combination, that what you say, the bad cop meets the demon. Now both will, when this both come together, nothing, no one who's troubling you will come in front of you. They will completely destroy everyone, every enemy of yours. So this is one of the best placements of Rahu here in Ajay Kapada's nakshatra Purva Bhadrapada. And that is not all. Saturn, the planet of justice, judgment, is coming to the fourth house. Now, fourth house, it can come in for few times, like from 29th of March till 18th of May. If you were supposed to get some possession of your house, possession of vehicles and stuff like that, something can delay. But that's that silence before the success. So don't worry about it. Saturn in the fourth house is progression from the third house. So you will get lot of gains through your younger siblings, lot of gains through friends, lot of gains even through hobbies. Your hobbies can become your profession. So good time to start up things as well. Now, this is not all, Rohitji. As soon as Rahu enters into Aquarius here, it is entering into the third house. Very big transit of Rahu coming into the own sign, and third, sixth, eighth, 11th, 12th is where Rahu will give extremely good results. It's mentioned by Parashara, Varahamirji, everyone who's written astrology. Lal Kitab also says that Rahu in the third house fighter, is a fighter without ammunition, but wins every battle. Even in front of them, nuclear war is happening, Rahu can win here. Sagittarius people, get ready. Make a small suitcase very much ready, and keep it like always ready, because short distance travel will be a part of your life now. As soon as Rahu comes here, short distance, you will be traveling back to back, and you will see that lot of things related to your siblings is coming out on surface. Lot of things related to your neighbors is coming out. Here, remember, Rahu is not only this sign, only in this placement for the whole year. On 25th of November, it is entering into Sattvisha nakshatra. Those people who are facing health problems, especially related to courage, those who do not have any power or courage to show initiative, you will see great success. Those who are very less communicative, you will see that your ability, you've healed now, and suddenly you will start to communicate. Those people who are facing problems in the arm, numbness in the arms, paralysis, problem related to ear, hearing loss, anything to do with neck, they will see that there is a lot of relief, because Sattvisha nakshatra is all about healing. Rohiji, any insight you have about Rahu in the third house that you want to explain or give us?
Rahu in third house. Actually, I am living this life from last 1 year because my Rahu is in transit in third house these days. And yes,
So
Rahu
tell
in
us,
third.
Rohiji, tell us your real experience at what you're facing and how you are coping with it.
I think one thing which I gained during over this 1 year is the courage. Rahu in third house will give you, courage. You don't know from where it is coming. Suddenly you say something loud and something like this. I will do this. I know I am this, and you don't know this courage is Rahu's courage, and Rahu's courage maybe sometimes some fake also because no Rahu's give you some more
Illusion.
courage required. So Rahu here give you social media gain also. You can do wonders in social media, sudden jump in social media business if you are. Rahu here is very good position. I think short journeys, long journeys, everything Rahu giving here. And especially if you are a sports person, you are a social media influencer, you are into sales, definitely you have such tricky ideas in your mind. This I can increase my sale like this and that. So because this is a house of sales and marketing also, so those people who are into this business, who are into this profession, definitely they are going to gain very much this year.
Especially, you will gain through younger siblings also. So don't take younger siblings for granted here. If younger siblings are saying something, there is positivity in them. There can be major gains that can come from younger siblings as well. In fact, short distance travel, wherever they will travel, those who want to make their hobby their profession, Rahu is going to encourage you, give that courage to take an action. So take
And
an
what
action.
about visa, those who are waiting for visas?
Absolutely. Third house is the house of visa, of communication, and of anything to do with, written communication. So anyone who's waiting for written communication regarding to visa, for Rahu is a foreign planet, it will send you to foreign countries as well. So absolutely wonderful, like wonderful time for all the Sagittarius ascendant people. Like amazing. Rahu in the third house, great time, no problem at all. And especially Rahu in Aquarius, anytime, it's beautiful only, like wonderful only. All the best, guys. There is one good news, that three questions appointment. Many people have been asking. We want to ask only three questions. We have, just three questions, and we want a recording only. We don't want to make a full appointment. So here, three questions. Just, I think $15 is what the cost is. So you can get the video recording, and in 15 days, I will be able to send you, because now I'm putting this plate. I know, Rohiji, by morning my time, when this video is already gone and everything is good, I will get at least 30, 45, 50 appointments like this. So it takes time for me to also, I also have personal life also, but mostly 8 to 12 to 15 hours I'm giving to astrology only. So just be have patience, you will get the recording in under 15 days only. All the best, guys. Capricorn, Rohit, this is your sign. Rahu is going to enter into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra on 17th of March 2025. That means exactly in the third house, it will be entering into balance. Now, Rohiji, the courage that you were talking about in the earlier videos, that courage, it shows you this short distance travel is happening for a very short period of time. Some from here and there, you're looking at different places, all because of Rahu and uncertainty of Rahu. Now here it will start to create a little bit balance in your communication, balance in your life. There's going to be suddenly speculative gains in your social media platforms. There is going to be also a possibility that you gain a lot of things from your younger siblings, if there are any. So younger siblings may help you during this time. There is also possibility that travel also related to very short distance to meet younger siblings or anything like that can also happen. In fact, if you see, if you are going through any problem related to cervical pain, pain of your neck, problem in the ears, everything such kind of, Rohit, did in this time when Rahu came to the third house for you, did you have problem in the ears? Can you tell us what are problems that you faced when Rahu was here?
Very valid point. You last month I was somewhere. and suddenly in morning I was walking and I feel pain in the ear. I think this is, sometime it happens, but second day, third day, fourth day, daily I'm getting pain in my ear. So I was doing my ear massage, and I'm doing just exercise, acupuncture, everything. Yes, you are right, it give me sudden ear pain with no reason.
And what about shoulder pain, headaches, pain near these eyes, what you say, the eyebrows? Anything like that also
Yes,
happens?
it happens so severe. This is a result of this. You see my previous video, there is no specs on my eyes. So this happens with me here also, and yes, cervical also. So this all over the period of time, for small period, it happens and goes away. That's what Rahu give you sudden and take it sudden back.
Yeah, those who are in Capricorn ascendant, those who are Capricorn right are watching, and if you have any problems like this, do comment below and let us know so that we can do research. Because see, research will come from our daily and personal activities only, na? It cannot come from anywhere else. So यहाँ पर देखोगे ना, so you will see that such kind of things may happen. Short distance travel also, Rohit ji, I know how much you are traveling. So travel back to back is what is going to be happening from you for you.
Not
So
only travels, unexpected travels. You are somewhere, don't want to travel, and suddenly you are traveling somewhere. You are sitting somewhere, and suddenly you have to travel somewhere. And visa also, very unexpected visas. What you don't expect that, oh, I can get visa like this way. Yes, some blockage, and then suddenly you get in some another way. So this is Rahu's nature. He can give you, but with some blockages and with some sudden results that you are not expecting. The results
in
which are
this
you are
time,
not.
those who are very courageous, those who take risk, this is the time that Rahu will give them everything. That's what when Rahu enters into Purva Bhadrapada. So Rohitji, this is the time of you taking major risk in your life, because this time is when it will really transform everything and give you the result. Ajay Ekapada, Rahu both have the same kind of energy, Rohitji. They are both transformative. So they will transform your complete communication and your what is outlook towards life. That's how powerful this time is.
I think so, because the ideas I am getting these days related to social media and all this stuff, I don't want to disclose here, but you will be surprised to know this, that I am sitting in 2024 December, and I have an idea for 2026 and 27 also. I will share you offline, but yes, and that will be the life changing idea for this platform.
Absolutely, Ruji. This is what Rahu does in the third house, because it is the house of, hobbies also, like make skills also, written communication, everything is related to third. So you will see great impact here. But this is not all. Rahu and Shani Devta, Saturn is going to be coming together, Rohitji, on 29th of March till 18th of May. You will see another major shift here. The lord of speech is coming to the third house, the lord of wealth is coming to the third house. It is a time that you speaking anything will convert into money, in convert into anything to do with gains only. So there is going to be extreme gains, but hard work also starts again for all the Capricorn ascendant people, because of Saturn's placement in the third house. Whenever ascendant lord will be placed in the third house, hard work will start, speculative gains will happen, things related to destiny also will support you, everything related to foreign countries will start, because the 10th aspect of Saturn is all the on the 12th house. Here you may expect some news from foreign countries, that suddenly foreign countries news from foreign countries come, and you can be overwhelmed and suddenly get lot of gains also during this time. So an absolute beautiful period. Then Rohitji, the biggest transit for Rahu Devta is entering into Aquarius. What a time, man. I'm so jealous from your chart, Rohitji, because it is entering into the second house, and Rahu in this second house gives absolute speculative, amazing money, gains, wealth, your status increases, anything related to do with your communication, speaking. It's so good that I can't even explain. Like, very beautiful time for you. Health of family, help from family expansion, everything happens during this time. And in fact, Rahu in Aquarius here, Rahu in Aquarius here in for Capricorn ascendant people, is the time when Rahu enters into the own sign, and second house lord in the second house means money in abundance, and Rahu believes in material gains. Second house is also the house of fixed assets, so your fixed assets are going to increase. There can also be possibility that you may buy a vehicle, you may buy a house. So there is going to be some buy gold, buy silver, that kind of precious metals also is coming for all the people. One only problem here is Rahu is sitting on your speech house, in your tongue. You can speak something which can also be illusion to other people. So don't try to sell false hopes. That's what I would request. Second house is a Marakastan. It rules your mouth, any mouth diseases, anything to do with dental problems, anything to do on tongue, any mouth ulcers, anything to do with even eyes. That means especially the right eye is ruled by the second house. If you have any problems here, Rahu is entering into Shatabhisha nakshatra on 25th of November 2025. You will see an absolute relief in such things during this time. So a relief is coming also for all the Capricorn ascendant people. And this relief in family life, family burden, relief and healing in family relationship and dynamics is also seen. Healing in money and money matters, healing in wealth accumulation, healing in speech, speaking nicely, making your speaking as a medicine for other people is coming. So a beautiful time for all the people of Capricorn in 2025. And 15th of March 2025 onwards, we are doing astrology for beginners, the 8-week course. That course fees is $15 per class. We are doing 16 classes. So that is what it is going to be. And I cannot go lower than this. This is what my budget allows. And very, very elaborated, very deep classes. You have question and answer sessions in the end. And then all the recordings are sent on Google Drive after the class is complete so that you can not miss the class anytime. If you miss it also, you have to review it, and next class you can ask me questions. And especially those people who want to be closer, a WhatsApp group is created, and then all the people, all the students in the WhatsApp group and I myself, we all talk and we all discuss about planets, placements, this, that, whatnot. So it's a very, very insightful kind of a class. So all the best. And those who are enrolling, I know Samantha told me today, sir, I already have 12 people without even you announcing. So if you announce now, so this is going to be complete in 2 days. I'm like, okay, let me announce and see. Are we positive, or are we just, this is just illusion for us? Let's, so 12 people is already enrolled only, Rohitji, for this class, because last time they were not able to come in. So it's already there, like they're in database and they will start, and WhatsApp group is already made. So let's see how many people come now, and then we will be able to finish this batch also. Aquarius, 2025 Aquarius Rahu. So Rahu enters into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra on 17th of March 2025. Rahu is currently in the second house for you. One of an Aquarius ascendant people, which is so funny. She's a very good friend of mine. She lives in Germany. She messages me that, Akash, can I tell you something? I said, yes, tell me. She said that, Akash, oh, finally Saturn is going away from my ascendant. The ascendant lord is going away. Like, yeah, good for you. But what good? Rahu is coming now. So what do I celebrate Saturn going, or do I cry on Rahu coming? So what do I do? Tell me. So that is what her question was, and I said, no, they are wrong here. You have to understand that Saturn is a slow planet. It has the basic nature of Saturn is sorrow, but the basic nature of Rahu here is material gain. So this is the time exactly that your bank balance. What is the nakshatra? Purva Bhadrapada. It's the balance nakshatra. It's the nakshatra of balance. It's the nakshatra of exactly trying to balance yourself in the most difficult situation ever. That's why Ajay Ekapada is the deity of this nakshatra, who's just standing on one leg and balancing himself, and has dual nature, good and bad. This is exactly that time when Rahu. In the beginning of the video, I've explained it very well. If you go there, then you will not what you say miss this kind of conversation here. You will understand that it's deep. It's not like just over the top here. Second house is the house related to money, wealth, speech, anything to do your communication related to speech, body language, expressions, anything with family, family affair, family life, family wealth also is seen from this house. Any losses to sibling, any gains to mother, any gains, any professional gains to children is also seen from the second house. So it's a very deep house by Rahu entering into this nakshatra especially will create a balance in the wealth area, money area, your speech area, anything to do with your family, family wealth also. A balance is coming. A very great balance is coming for you. If you want to gain, if your mother is supposed to gain something during this time, or the maternal side is supposed to gain and give it to you, this is happening also this year. So a beautiful time for all the people. And it's not all. Second house Rahu is a, when it enters into such nakshatra like Purva Bhadrapada, it is time that Saturn will start giving you Rahu will start giving you extremely, without any, what you say, without any hesitation. because the energy of Ajay Ekabada and Rahu is the same. Both have dual nature. Rahu is on the internal side very spiritual, but on the external side it is very very materialistic. Just like dual personality, Rahu has this nakshatra also has that dual personality. So gaining of silver, gold, house, fixed assets, money is all seen when Rahu enters into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra, and that's not all. Whenever the ascendant lord will move forward and enter into progression only into the second house, lagna lord in the second house, monetary gains is coming through your own effort, through your own attitude, through your own physical outlook, through your own destiny, through your nature. Your fame is going to increase, your health is going to be good, your wealth is going to be good. It's going to be one of the most positive period for even achieving status. Second house is also the house of status. That means, if you see, look at this house. 10th house is the house that is related to career, and fifth from the 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the second house. That means the status, the creativity, the possibility of your designation, the possibility of your existence in your brain world in the career remains and resides in the second house here. So it is going to be one of the most positive transits of 2025. Your ascendant lord going to the second house with conjunction with your lagna lord that is going to be coming now from 18th of May. Rahu is also your Lagna Lord. So it's not only Saturn. Those people who are having this doubt that, okay, Saturn is going, Lagna Lord is going there. Rahu is the co owner of Aquarius mentioned by Parashara in Parashara Hora Shastra. If you go to page 1185, you will see Rahu and Ketu. And then it starts when Rahu, makes, whatever it signs, it sets, it tries to take its own, its own form. But here in Aquarius, Rahu's form and Aquarius form is the same. And here Rahu rules exactly your personality for Aquarius ascendant. So you will see a major change in your attitude, in yourself, in your physical outlooks. You will be suddenly become very ambitious, very very extremely magnetic personality, and also heroic. Rahu Simika Putra, he is the hero who swallows sun. That how powerful this person is. No one can do anything to sun. Everyone combusts suns. But here when Rahu comes, sun gets combust. Just imagine the power of Rahu, man. When Rahu enters into Aquarius, there is no problem in your life that can happen. It is going to be superb. Your mind, your attitude, yourself, your personality, your power is going to be charismatic during this time. And whatever Pisces people were feeling last time, it was just 10% that they were feeling. This is 100%. Because if you go to your own house, if I go to my own house and there is lot of garbage there, I will try to pick up, I will clean it because it is my house, right? Same way, Rahu here does the same thing. It comes to the ascendant. There's any problem like garbage, many bad things, they will remove everything and try to make it one of the most positive possible things that you can do. One very beautiful remedy that I would say is that take a bhojpatra, that made out of tree bark, and write your manifestation from charcoal on it, and put it into running water, or put it into somewhere where there are a lot of roots of a plant, and put it there and see how your manifestation comes to life. Amazing. It will come to life. This is not all, Rohiji. Satabhisha nakshatra also exists in the lagna only. So everyone who's very very not having problem of confidence, having problem related to putting their ideas in universe, putting their existence in universe, you will see a great time for them, that they are feeling absolutely wonderful, best and awesome. Ruji, what is your take on Rahu entering into this nakshatra as well as Aquarius sign?
Rahu's, I think this is the most powerful transition because Rahu is coming in on sign, number one. Rahu is coming in on nakshatra. So this is very, very powerful. Now, the Aquarius people, you see, during this time, you can't face this type of people. They will be the biggest diplomatics, politician, because alone Rahu in Lagna can make you so courageous, like we were talking about third house. Now, Lagna is you, yourself. When Rahu will come here, he will make you very diplomatic, politician. You know where you need to be a soft, where you need to be a strong. So this is a very good placement for the people, those who are into diplomacy and this politics field. So this is, I think, going to give you a very beautiful results. Depends on your own capability also.
Capability is one thing and luck is also one thing. This is the most luckiest placement of Rahu in Aquarius.
Hmm.
And not only for Aquarius ascendant people, for any ascendant. Rahu in Aquarius
Hmm.
is that's why Parashara is not like some small sage, right? He's a very big, he's a god. And he placed Rahu here and said that this is the very comfortable place of Rahu. And wherever Rahu comes here, it comes into discipline also. Like discipline is going to be a very big factor that people will start being very disciplined, but only ambitious, over ambitious. Like someone who earns 100,000 will say, no, I want to have earn 100 million. And you have the ability to reach such kind of things during this year. So manifest big, very big. And that will be a very, very good thing for all the Aquarius ascendant people.
Only thing is to need to take care of their health, because this is a body and Rahu is here and such a illusion where you want to earn double than more than triple. So
Stress,
this is the
mental
time when
stress.
you can sacrifice with your health, especially mental and physical both health.
And that's what Rohitji, God takes care of everything. That's why Rahu enters into Sattvisha Nakshatra, tries to also maintain and bring the health back together. So there's going to be a lot of healing on emotional, physical, and metaphysical level. So all the things spiritually also, they will be evolving and going to a very, very higher state in life. So a beautiful placement of Rahu here. Amazing. Beautiful. 25 yearly horoscope is also there, so those who are wanting to understand about what their personal chart is telling everything about, so you can opt for this, the WhatsApp link in the description, and do subscribe. 2025 Pisces Soichi. I know this has become a very big video, right? 1 hour 35 minutes right now, and we are only on Pisces here. If we talk about Pisces here, Rahu will enter into Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra, especially in the ascendant only, where it enters into a balance approach now. These people, all the Pisces people, have been going through a little bit of over ambitious period, or maybe overwhelming period, we can say. Every aspect of life is ruled by the ascendant. That means your body, face, mind, attitude, your brain, yourself, your outlook, your nature, your health, your wealth, everything is ruled by the first house. And here Rahu must have given expansion in wealth. Rahu must have given expansion in your attitude, or your attitude have become more ambitious. Now this is the time to add balance to that ambition. So here balance is coming, Rohitji, to the ambitions life, balance is coming. And that's not about all. Between March, 17th March, when it enters this nakshatra, exactly 29th of March is Rahu and Saturn will start doing a conjunction in the ascendant. So the 11th house Lord has come to the first house, the 12th house. So any gains that you're waiting for foreign countries, and your little bit of last intervention is required to get that gains, you will see that now you are intervening, and you will be amazing here. Like you will get gains, you'll get positivity. It's one of the most beautiful placements of Saturn and Rahu together. Saturn is a planet of discipline. This time, Saturn will rule your, third house, your seventh house, and your 10th house. That means your courage, your hard work is seen by Saturn. Your seventh house, your relationships and partnerships will be completely under the dominance of Saturn, and your career will be under complete dominance of Saturn. In these areas, you can feel a little bit of trouble. That's what this time is saying. But on the other hand, Rahu is going to make sure that something out of unexpected, something very hidden will come out, because Rahu is moving to Aquarius in its own sign on 18th of May 2025. 12th house, expenditure, anything to do with problems related to sleep, fear, enemy. You have to not face any problems now, because this is the placement of Rahu in this own sign. And in the 12th house, third house, 6th house, 8th house, 11th house, 12th house, Rahu becomes favorable. Like out of 100%, 95% favorable, 5% only some problems. Here you will experience a very conscious behavior, or unconsciously or subconscious mind will be very active for you. You will be very intuitive during this time. There can also be possibility that enemies who are very hidden for you will completely get over, like over. There is no more any enemy, any bad habits. 12th house is house of endings, ending of life, ending of bad habits, ending of enemies, ending of fear, ending of debt, ending of a day. That's why we sleep. Everything is related to ending on the 12th house. So such things which are very negative in your life is going to end, because expenditure was very high when Saturn was here. Now expenditure also will come into control, and you will gain through very distant lands, foreign lands, through research. 12th house is the house of isolation. 12th house is the house related to mental asylums. 12th house is the house related to jail. 20th house is the house related to foreign lands, and exactly where no one resides, like something in middle of nowhere, is what the 12th house is. Here, Rahu enters into Satabhisha nakshatra on 25th of November. Those who are going through depression, anxiety, sleeplessness, here a healing is coming to you. A specific, beautiful healing is coming, which healing will encourage you to get into a lot of meditative yoga, hatha yoga kind of practices, because Rahu in the 12th house comes into the essence of Saturn. It becomes very disciplined. It will try to take you towards healthy measures. You will go to gym and stuff like that. Foreign lands, you're in isolation, you have a lot of time. You will say, now let us start some new practices. This is all what Rahu is doing. But that's not all. There is going to be completely four different videos and more videos with Rahu conjunction every other planet here whenever it happens, for your benefit, so that you can really make the best out of it. So make sure you subscribe so that you do not miss it. And Rohit, astrology for beginners, the course is also starting. So for that, those who are thinking about getting into learning astrology, so they can also think about it. 15th of March onwards we are starting, and it's going to be weekends every time. It's $15 per class, and there are 16 classes. All the best, Rohitji, to you, to everyone who's going through any kind of period in 2025. It's going to be great time for you, and all the best.
Thank you very much. Very detailed video. And so this is how you can plan your 2025 with respect to Rahu, especially those who are going to Rahu Mahadasha, Antardasha. And this is not end, this is a beginning, because we are making more such videos, which I don't want to name right now, but before 31st December, you will get a full blueprint of your 2025 as per your ascendant. Other than our yearly horoscope, this is a just efforts and a deep research from AC Astro team. So keep watching, keep sharing, keep loving, and keep blessing us. And for consultations, appointment number is on the screen, link in description box. Thank you very much. Thank you all the family members. Thank you Akashji for this beautiful series and beautiful video. And we'll meet you in some next video. Till then, Jai Shri
Jai
Ram,
Sri
Jai
Ram,
Hanuman.
Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di, Jai Ma Lakshmi, Om Namah Shivaya.